as you find Russell was publishing his books, talking about bringing in an egocentric culture that would just love themselves. It's all about me. And narcissism, which would split them off from being family groups and so on. Everyone would be into their own mirror image of themselves.
And by the way,
their lives.
We're going to go back to calls, but well said, Alan Watt. The way I describe narcissism is I stopped being a narcissist at about age 3, which is normal for a small child to be narcissistic. They're learning about themselves and their identity. But I noticed other children would do play games. They'd be Batman, they'd be Robin, they'd be the Hulk. And I figured out this is a game. This isn't real. It's like dress up, like girls dressing up when they're 5 years old to be princess. And I realize now when I watch yuppies and adults, they're all in their own little dress-up world. They're walking around on delusional power trips, and they buy whatever the media tells them to get as the trinkets and the uniform of that. And you try to talk to them, and they're not there, and they'll do this little enjoyment smile of like, I'm better than you. And if you try to talk to them, they take it as you're weak. And they walk around and act tough and ignore people. It's kind of like junior high with the cool kids. And they're just pathetic jellyfish losers who can't even see the galactic space they're in with all the wonderment and magic. I mean, they're just blobs. They're incredible scum.
What you're looking at, too, is the cult of celebrity. It's been risen to an amazing new height, and people follow them religiously, and they copy the fashions, they copy the actors, they copy the lifestyles as best they can according to their budget. And in their fantasy little world, where they have no power at all, they feel they have power in this fantasy world. It's no different than a driver today. An average guy who feels powerless gets behind a wheel, and suddenly he's the king of the road. And because it's the only place he feels he's got any power. It's the same thing with your little dream world of narcissism. Well, because most folk today secretly know that they are technically powerless.
And they would become powerful if they would admit the matrix and wake up, but they believe they have power within the matrix. And now you have people spending hundreds of thousands of dollars in these simulation online games to buy houses and cars and real things. Then they have real-world relationships and parties where people show up and they go, he's the movie director, in this online fiction game, and people are groveling to it.
Yes, and that shows you the incredible brain damage that they have. And I really mean that. People do have brain damage from their inoculations and from their food. There has been a covert war. You're seeing the end product of it now. The IQ has officially dropped, and it's been admitted by the United Nations in the Western world.
Yeah, they say 10 points, but they've changed the test. They're skewing it. What, more like 20?
That's right. And therefore, your ability for self-preservation, which is an essential part of warfare, you must destroy that part in an enemy if you want to take them down. They have been doing it quietly, covertly. In fact, again, Brzezinski and other ones, and even Russell, too, came out and said that this will happen to the public. They won't know where their opinions are coming from.
The technotronic age, where they're just mindless vessels to be filled, and where they have no initiative, no nothing. They don't even understand they're in the middle of a war. They're just running around feeling cool. It's like guys that wear all the affliction wear and stuff.
Russell actually said that eventually, because of these techniques, and he meant covert techniques, they would never tell you what they were doing to you in reality. He said eventually the thought of rebellion will be as foreign to them and as impossible as sheep complaining about the price of mutton.
Exactly, but the point is, I'm not against the gladiatorial stuff or the guys that want to be tough, but I've talked to bar owners and people. They won't even let folks in with the UFC clothes or the affliction stuff, because it's like they put it on and now they're an ultimate fighter, and they're just crazed, running around feeling tough. That's another microcosm example.
Yes, absolutely. But again, it's the cult of celebrity. They said they would do this, and the celebrity, people follow them so meticulously and religiously and try to become them. Remember, Plato said the same thing, that they will use, and he said it in these terms. He said the fashion industry, the drama or entertainment industry.
And sports.
Sports is a big part, because the people emulate what they see the actors doing.
Let's jam in one more call before we got to break and come back. Let's talk to Stan in Ohio. You're on the air with Alan Watt.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
I was wondering if I could get both your takes on Proposition 19 for California. You guys know about that one?
Yes, but fill folks in briefly.
All right, yeah, that's the legalization of marijuana act that's being proposed for November.
I'm against the drug war because they launder the money, but now they're going to quasi-legalize certain drugs because they're unable to control the black market, so they can tax it and control it. Alan Watt.
That's part of it, but now it's time as well to use all drugs. I mean, you've got half the population on psychoactive drugs or Valium types of tranquilizers anyway. So they want the public to be very tranquil as we go through these massive changes by any means possible, so they don't really care what you're taking.
Yeah, that's why Soros is funding the legalization of marijuana. He isn't doing it to stop the police state. He's doing it because he wants you stoned out of your mind.
But yeah.
And I'm not bashing the whole weed head community, but come on, folks, you're not leading a charge up a hill when you've been smoking dope, especially how strong it is now. Okay, we're going to come back and take a few final phone calls on the other side with Alan Watt. Guy, James, and Andrew, stand by. We're coming back to you on the other side of this break. Don't forget the key jump points to join the rebellion against tyranny. Infowars.com and prisonplanet.tv.
Gulf War vets,
9/11 workers,
people around the Gulf oil spill fumes.
all were exposed to toxic chemicals in the air and became ill.
Even in your home, air contamination can make you sick.
You have been exposed to airborne toxic particulate matter and volatile organic compounds causing fatigue, flu-like symptoms, or worse.
Protect yourself.
You cannot trust anyone to do it for you. Clean the air in your home or workplace with a HealthMate Plus air purifier. Call airfiltersandpurifiers.com for answers on how to purify the air you breathe. Contact airfiltersandpurifiers.com and ask about the HealthMate Plus. The HealthMate Plus is capable of trapping 99.97% of all polluting particulates. Buy the HealthMate Plus today with no tax, free shipping, a 5-year warranty, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to airfiltersandpurifiers.com. GCN listeners get a 5% discount by using promo code GCN. Call 800-499-2418 or go to airfiltersandpurifiers.com. Your trusted advisor for clean air.
And now for another exciting minute from Life Change Tea. To all our Life Change Tea customers, it's sale time. Buy 3, get 1 free. Buy 3 packages of Life Change Tea and get 1 package absolutely free. Now to all of you that have not tried Life Change Tea, here's your chance. Buy 3, get 1 free. Clean toxins and chemicals inside your body. Lose inches off your waist, and you could lose that excess weight that's been driving you crazy. And with our buy 3, get 1 free sale, it's a great time to order. So here's how. Log on to getthetea.com. That's getthetea.com. Look for our special, or you can call us at 928-308-0408. That's 928-308-0408. It feels good to be clean, and it feels good to lose weight, and it really feels good to save money. So order now at getthetea.com.
The question is, where should the American people draw their line in the sand?
What have we got? A republic or a monarchy?
A republic is based on a constitution which protects minority rights.
Not democracy, not mob rule, 2 wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner.
So they think they own our land, they think they own our water, children, our education, our money.
We have to define who we are and what we will tolerate.
Somebody's going to ask you what you did during the Patriot Uprising.
You have been warned.
We have the facts. We have the Constitution. We have the Bill of Rights. We have common law. Knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so excited to be able to offer you Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic. Tyranny is upon us, but liberty and the sleeping giant that is the American people is rising. A new tool in the info war. Don't Tread on Me. Order it at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139 and support independent, patriotic Liberty films. We're almost out of time for this hour. Remember, we're here 24 hours a day at Infowars.com and Alan Watts at CuttingThroughTheMatrix.com. We still may have time to turn the corner on this, but they're murdering you. They're killing you. Cancer's off the charts. Infertility. They're bragging they're doing it. They're adding to the vaccines. I've got all their documents. I read them on air. had links right to the Rockefeller Foundation. They're not playing games. And people better grow up and realize you're under attack. If I walked up to your house and you opened the door and I punched you in the nose, even wimps would probably fight back. But they slowly creep up and kill you quiet, and you love them. Well, and I'm not talking to my general audience, but some of the new listeners out there. Look, we've been right about everything we've covered. Unfortunately, we're going to be right about the future. We have the globalist own blueprints. It's time to wake up, folks. You're not in Kansas anymore. Let's talk to Guy in New Jersey. You're on the air with Alan Watt. Quick question, please, sir.
All right, I have a quick thing I want to say. Everyone needs to go to Google right away and Google vending machines of the future. It just came out on Fox News that they installed 60 new vending machines all over the country that are going to have biometric scans on them for your thumbprint. They say after 2011 they're going to try and enforce it for them to have the
Watson wrote a story about this a month ago dealing with the mark of the beast, and you have to thumbprint, face scan, swipe your license, and it's going to be for all purchases. There'll only be security guards. This is the official plan. In the shopping malls, in the grocery stores, the entire checkout container will be a scanner. Alan Watt.
Yes, because the idea is that no one is supposed to escape this whole new system of surveillance. Eventually, it'll be impossible to go anywhere without your proper security card or even the chip.
It's like a 1040. It's like a 1040 now for $600 things you buy with other businesses. You got to report to the IRS. Now everything's going to have RFID, and the whole history of that pair of shoes will be tracked. Go ahead, Alan.
And not only that, though, they've talked about putting all your inoculation records on that chip. And one day you'll walk into a store, and if you're not up to date with something, alarm bells will go off, and the cops will grab you immediately and drag you off to the cells.
Oh, that's already begun. I mean, they admit it's to track. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So this is a system, a complete system. That's what I mean by it. There's no choices in this system. It's either their way or no way. And they want to make sure that no one can survive outside their system. This war has been going on for thousands of years to destroy complete independence.
And now it's coming to a head. Guy, great points. That was in my stack. I meant to get to it today. But here's an example. Nationwide, they had this 15 years ago. I had the CEO on. They've got face scanning cameras off your driver's license image they buy at kiosks and malls and airports and on the street. And as you walk by, it says, Alex Jones, we've got your size shoes here. You know, come in and get it. But that's only to pay for the surveillance. The real business of those companies is selling your whereabouts and your data, just like Target and Walmart and people. They're selling all that data. So they fund your enslavement with the system. Go ahead, Alan.
That's right, too. It's such an easy trick to do, is to entice people and to, this is free, that's free, just put up all your details here and use the system. We've had that with Facebook. The guy had it right from the beginning. He was going to sell the data, and all the idiots went and joined up for free.
He called them idiots, a bunch of dumb effers.
He did, absolutely. But it won't stop them, because the next one will come out and they'll join that.
Oh, no, they say it's a conspiracy theory that Facebook sells your data to the government. They attack us, Alan, even as he's calling them dumb scum. They're like, yes, we are dumb scum. We love you.
Yeah, because all their friends are on Facebook. You see, all their friends, you see. And once again, you're bursting their bubble, and so you will be attacked for doing so. And again, too, see, most folk today are in majority think. If the rest all think this way, then that's the way it must be.
Alan?
And everyone else is quite happy with it, so what's your problem?
yeah, people are happy with their 5-year-olds going into puberty and getting breast cancer at 15. It's good. It's fun. It's loving.
Medicine will take care of that,
Yeah, I apologize to Rob and Chili. I didn't see your call there, and Andrew and James and others. Call me back tomorrow and on Friday. Alan, great job. Thanks for spending time with us.
It's been a pleasure, Alex.
It's always a pleasure to have that man on.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.my